What's up? Welcome, everyone, to class. The class is in the course. This course we're having. Course in what? Course in miracles. In what? Miracles. In what? Miracles. Just inviting Course in Miracles groups and people that sometimes say they like it. Plus the Apocalypse of Light group. I'm supposed to send something to them on Friday, once a week to them. So let's see. I haven't read this one for today. Let's see what happens with it. This is the 28th day in our 2021, our 2021 calendar year. This is A Course in Miracles, the 28th lesson in our course. Above all else, I want to see things differently. I want to see things differently. Yesterday, I want to see. Today, I want to see things differently. See, there's some, a little bit of sequentiality in this thing here. Also, the information, though, is holographic, so if you're just jumping in, you can jump in and pick it up and pick up all of it. And the Course in Miracles says if you pick up any part of it, you pick up all of it, actually. You either pick it all up or you pick nothing of it up, that's what this information is about. But there is some sequentiality to it. You can tell by this yesterday, above all else, I want to see. And then here, above all else, I want to see things differently. Anyways, I'm going to be reading from the Course in Miracles in the comments. So I can't see any comments, but hey, make yourself known. Say hello in the comments, friends. Maybe we'll check in every once in a while, but at the moment, the comments are like most of the screen because I don't have the book with me. And iPhone doesn't allow you to do the split screen. I couldn't believe that. This is my first iPhone, and the amount of productivity loss because it doesn't do split screen is crazy. Pro Tools, productivity loss, major. Anyways, it's a grievance. I forgive it, okay? Make yourself known. Say hello in the comments. Say, hey, hello. Okay, so above all else, I want to see things differently. Above all else, you want to see things differently. The Course says you may find active resistance against this stuff, by the way. It just says that if you entertain it, if you attempt to try it on, that you will notice that it'll have positive effects for you. I feel like that's true in so many ways, practically speaking. So, hey, chime in, say hello. Write your name below. Well, write whatever you want below. Let me see who you are, okay? Come on. Okay, anyways, first paragraph. Above all else, I want to see things differently. Above all else, you want to see things differently. Above all else, we want to see things differently. Above all else, he wants to see things differently. Above all else, she wants to see things differently. This is a vision I give of the truth, what I know is below the baggage on top of your heart, on top of your heart, his heart, our heart, my heart, the heart. If it's not a call, if it's not an extension of love, it's a call for love. And the call for love is to see things differently. Above all else, I want to see things differently. Above all else, I want to see things differently. Okay, so today we are really giving specific application to the idea for yesterday. Yesterday's idea was, above all else, I want to see. Which is about vision. In these practice periods, you will be making a series of definite commitments. Commitments, okay. The question of whether you will keep them in the future is not our concern here. Whether you're going to keep these commitments in the future isn't our concern here. If you are willing to at least make them now, you have started on the way to keeping them. And we are still at the beginning. So if you are willing to at least make these commitments now, we are on our way to keeping them, and we are still at the beginning. You may wonder why it is important to say, for example, above all else, I want to see this table differently. You may wonder why it is important to say, for example, above all else, I want to see this table differently. In itself, it is not important at all. You wonder why would it, so whatever, I guess the practice is going to have us look around and say about whatever we see, like there's a table over there. Above all else, I want to see this table differently. And you may wonder why that's important to say that thing. In itself, it's not important at all, though. Yet, what is by itself? And what does, quote, in itself mean? You see, a lot of separate things about you, which really means you are not seeing at all. You either see or not. When you have seen one thing differently, you will see all things differently. The light you will see in any one of them is the same light you will see in all of them. This is uncompromising practice. There's some interesting little metaphysics there. You may wonder why it's important to say, for example, today's practice, I guess you're going to look around and say, above all else, I wish to see that table or that lamp differently. You may wonder why that's important. But in and of itself, it's not important at all. Yet what is by itself? What is by itself? And what does in itself mean? You see a lot of separate things about you, which really means you are not seeing it all. Nothing separate, really. This is what the Course is saying. You either see or not. When you have seen one thing differently, you will see all things differently. The light you will see in any one of them is the same light you will see in all of them. This is a practice of uncompromising seeing, uncompromising vision. When you say, above all else, I want to see this table differently, for example, you are making a commitment to withdraw your preconceived ideas about the table and open your mind to what it is and what it is for and what everything is for, what everything is for. And as we consider this, by the way, we're taking like the higher mind's perspective of purpose for everything to be translated for what? For your own innocent heart to share the love it has for all of creation with God and your Creator and your brothers and your sisters and everything? Maybe. You are not defining it in past terms. Just now I sort of did, but anyways, it's okay. You are asking what it is rather than telling it what it is. I wish to see that door differently. I wish to let go of my preconceived notions of it. You are not binding its meaning to your tiny experience of tables or doors, nor are you limiting its purpose to your little personal thoughts. You will not question what you already defined. What you have already defined, you're not going to question. And the purpose of these exercises is to ask questions and receive the answers. In saying, above all else, I want to see this table differently, you are committing yourself to seeing. It is not an exclusive commitment. It is a commitment that applies to the table just as much to anything else. It's not specific, it's not special, neither more nor less. Paragraph number 5. You could in fact gain vision from just that table if you would withdraw all your own ideas from it and look upon it with a completely open mind. It has something to show you, something beautiful and clean and of infinite value, full of happiness and hope. Hidden under all your ideas about its real purpose, about the table, the table's real purpose, is the purpose it shares with all the universe. This is funny. We're talking about a table. In using the table as a subject for applying the idea for today, you are therefore really asking to see the purpose of the universe. Using a table or anything, a door, a chair, a pencil, for applying the idea for today, you're really asking to see the purpose of the universe. You will be making the same request of each subject you use in the practice periods. And you are making a commitment to each of them to let its purpose be revealed to you instead of placing your own judgment on it, which is this purpose will be experienced through an experience, not an idea. So letting go of ideas. Paragraph number 7. We will have 6 2-minute practice periods today, in which the idea for the day is stated first. Above all else, I wish to see things differently. Above all else, I wish to see things differently. We'll have 6 2-minute practice periods today in which the idea for the day is stated and then applied to whatever you see about you. Not only should the subjects be chosen randomly, but each one should be accorded equal sincerity as today's idea is applied to it in an attempt to acknowledge the equal value of all in their contribution to your seeing. This is an attempt to acknowledge the equal, so we should give equal sincerity as a practice to attempt to let go, to see it differently for what I think a table is for me to write on to create a book or something like that. For me to eat on to create a body, right, in some way. The Course in Miracles is saying, I wish to see it differently, to let go of my way of seeing. And we're to apply this sincerely to all the subjects in our vision, in an attempt to acknowledge the equal value of them all in their contribution to your seeing. Paragraph number 8. As usual, the applications should include the name of the subject your eyes happen to light on, and you should rest your eyes on it a while, saying, probably slowly, I bet, above all else, I want to see this cup differently. Above all else, I would to see this plate differently. Each application should be made quite slowly, quite slowly, and as thoughtfully as possible. There is no hurry. Each application should be made quite slowly and as thoughtfully as possible. There is no hurry. Hey, thanks for joining us, Elise, and thanks for whoever joins us in the future. Above all else, apply it everywhere. I wish to see things differently.